Hi guys, it's me, Mr. Wilson, and I'm here reading Guardians of the Taiga. We are on chapter 14. There's only 20 chapters, so we are almost done. So once again, thank you to StacyPlays and Harper Publishing for letting me read this book to you. So, chapter 14, here we go. The woman greeted Stacy with a big smile. "Aw, she's a great dog. What's her name?" "Paige," Stacy answered. "Like pages in a book." Her own voice sounded strange, scratchy and hollow. She talked to the wolves all the time, but never to humans. She was suddenly self-conscious about the way she sounded. "Does she like to read?" the man asked with a laugh. He had finally finished rinsing off and was climbing back up the riverbank, wearing now wet jeans and flip-flops. His dripping hair was sticking straight up in spikes all over his head. The woman laughed too. "Don't mind him. He likes to tease. And I recommend you stay upwind. He just got sprayed by a skunk." Stacy tried to smile, but judging by the woman's reaction, it wasn't a natural smile. "I probably look like a frightened deer. If only I could run away like one." Out of the corner of her eye, she saw Everest moving closer to the edge of the clearing. She held up her hand to let him know everything was okay. "I'm guessing you're the one who likes to read," the woman said. Stacy nodded. "Do you have any favorites?" Stacy just wanted to get Paige and leave, but the woman still had a hold of the makeshift leash. "Favorite books?" Stacy asked. "Yeah, what do you like to read?" The name of every book she had ever read flew out of her head. "Island of the Blue Dolphins," she answered. Finally, she walked closer to the woman, reaching out for Paige. "Oh, I loved that one when I was your age," the woman said. "What grade are you in?" "Grade?" "In school." Stacy's mind raced. She had no idea what grade most 12-year-olds were in. She knew they moved up year after year. She couldn't remember if the numbers went up or down after that. Then a phrase from the newspaper article popped into her mind. "I'm homeschooled," she said. The man came towards them, still smelling like skunk stink. "Ugh!" The woman waved her hand under her nose. "Change those clothes at once." The man saluted her and stepped into their tent. Paige reached for Paige again. Paige yipped and wagged her tail. "Well, I should..." And the woman had more questions. "Are you from the village? Or are you camping nearby?" Stacy gave a vague wave past the clearing. "Over there," she said. "Funny," the woman said. "Yesterday we walked a lot in that area collecting garbage and didn't see any other campers." Stacy could feel her face heating up. She had read about blushes in books. Was that what she was doing? Blushing? Would the woman know she was lying? We just got here." And Paige ran off first thing. "But wait, you were collecting garbage?" The woman shrugged. The man came out of the tent wearing clean clothes and holding his others at arm length. Stacy eyed them. The pants would be way too big on her butt, but she could cut them down to shorts and weave a vine through the belt loops to hold them up. The shirt would come in handy too, but he dropped them both in the fire pit. There was no flame now, but it was all set up for a nice blaze. He'll probably burn them before one of the wolves can come back for them. Too bad. "We come a couple times a year. It's our own personal cleanup effort," the man said. "Although now, with this wolf bounty..." Stacy's heart sank. "Wait, they passed that?" she asked. Stacy tried to keep the panic out of her voice, but her heart, which was already beating fast, sped up even more. "They did, and it's terrible," the man said. "The wolves are only doing what they need to do to survive." "So the bounty, it's already happening?" Stacy gulped. "It takes effect in a few days," the woman said. "You won't have to worry about them during your trip, but if you're going to be in the forest later this year, you'll need to be careful. Wear bright colors, and watch out for hunters." "I will," Stacy said, her mind already racing. "I can keep myself safe, but what about my wolves? We have to go into hiding, now." The council said they were going to set aside protected areas for campers, but that's hard to enforce. "Local farmers are determined to kill as many wolves as possible," the man added. "We've been camping here for years and never had a wolf encounter. They're usually frightened by humans." "It's so beautiful out here," the woman continued. "We found this spot when we were staying in town to protest the substation last year, but campers always leave garbage behind. Every time we come, we fill up 3 or 4 bags of trash and carry them out with us." All Stacy wanted to do was get Paige and run, warn the wolves about what was coming, and head underground. But the couple had caught her attention with the talk of garbage cleanup. She figured she could spare a few minutes to talk with them. Wow, Stacy said. I didn't know humans did that. The man cocked his head and gave her a sly grin. Humans? Are you one of us? Or are you another species altogether? Oh, geez, I guess humans don't refer to each other as humans. To cover her mistake, she blurted out, You protested the substation? We were in the village every weekend for about 6 months. We had a lot of people on our side, but in the end, the energy companies won, and the forest lost. Stacy nodded. It's really ugly, and lots of animals lost their homes. It'll be even uglier if these developers get their way, he said. Wait, what? Stacy asked. Developers? A big development firm wants to build a luxury resort, golf course, swimming pools, spas, hunting and fishing lodges, you name it, they want it, he said. But what about the forest? Stacy asked weakly. They're asking for rights to the whole area. The taiga, the birch forest, the river, even the hills will become ski slopes, the woman said. They can't, Stacy said. She wanted to scream, This is my home. This is my wolf's home. But of course, she couldn't. All of a sudden, Stacy felt all the blood in her body had rushed to her head. Her ears started ringing. It was so loud she wondered if humans could hear it. And then she suddenly got dizzy. She fell to her knees. I'm going to lose my home? The end of chapter 14. It is getting good. So we will have to wait and see what happens. Does she keep talking with the lady and man? Or does she get up and leave once she stops being dizzy? We will never know. Until next time. Okay, guys, I love you. I will see you next time. Bye.